What's good, y'all? It's your boy DJ Fanatic at soundsforproducers.com. It's been a while. Welcome to another episode where I go over producers' books that inspire me and hopefully they inspire you. And obviously, this is A to Z with Zaytoven. Shout out to the king. And today's chapter is chapter 17, Quality and Questions. So let's get into it. Before I begin, thank you to the new subscribers. If you haven't subscribed by now, please click the sub button. Click it. You know you want to. Also click the bell as well so that way you're alerted to see more videos, new videos that I post to the channel. And also, shout out to Busyworks Beats. Definitely had the chance to go to a mastermind this past Friday, so shout out to Busy. He's the man. Definitely a lot of knowledge, a lot of just content, gems in there, man. Really great guy, and I just want to shout him out, man, because he helped me as a person more than just a producer and a business owner. So, and speaking on that, I did kind of touch on, I had to make sure I'm in focus, touch on having mentors. It's very important, having mentors keep you grounded, when you get lost into life and the everyday grind. You go to work, you go to school, you're trying to get grades, you're paying bills, you got kids or whatever, it's good to have someone to keep you, or multiple mentors to keep you learning new things, challenging yourself as a producer, as a business owner, because you're a business, because you are a producer, and challenging you to learn new things about yourself in the music industry. So anyway, quality and questions. Let's get into it. Chapter 17, is it a short chapter? Let's check. Because if it is, I touch on more things. Yeah, cool. Hopefully you're liking this series because I thought this would be beneficial for producers. It's not all about just making beats. There's a whole other side to it that can add to you as a person, as a producer, etc. So Zaytoven starts out with a Bible verse. Let every detail in your lives, words, actions, whatever be done, the name of the Master Jesus, thanking God the Father every step of the way. Basically, be grateful. Aristotle said, quality is not an act, it is a habit. Now, quality obviously is subjective, but when you start making beats, at least one beat a day, or you're making a mixtape every quarter, or you're trying to connect with, new companies to work with music, or A&Rs, or music managers, whatever, or labels. When you're out there doing it every day, it becomes a force of habit. And if you haven't checked out my other video, it's called Good Habits versus Bad Habits. That's kind of what this is relating to. When I first started producing, I might make 10 beats in a day. Damn. When I got great at it, I made 10 beats a day. The difference was quality that came with the daily practice and consistency. Making good music has become second nature to me. I usually dedicate the early part of my day to making beats because I don't have as many interruptions, and most of the guys I do business with are all still asleep. But it doesn't matter what time of day you work. When you go into the studio, give it all you got. Strive to produce the best possible work you can every single time. Compete with yourself. Definitely agree with that. I mean, like I mentioned in other videos, mastery comes with consistency. And if you consistently make whack beats, you'll consistently, I don't know, whack, it's all subjective, but basically be consistent with your music. At least make a beat a day, and you'll get better and better. You'll know your DAW, you know how to do certain things quickly, you know your ear gets better. You start dabbling into sound design, making your own sounds. You start dabbling into deeper music theory. You find different ways of creating. And the more you do it, just the better you get at it. You become a natural. I always compare it to I like martial arts films. I haven't watched watched him in a while, but you know, you become like a sensei, guru, master. You know, you can do things without even trying. You have it. You make it a force of habit, and you become like Neo. Remember in the Matrix when he was training so much with the machine or whatever, and he became so sick with it that it became second nature. He didn't even have to focus. His body just moved the way it wanted to, like Dragon Ball Super. You know, when Goku reaches God state, where his body just, I don't know if you're a fan, but his body actually does what it needs to do without him thinking or focusing. It's all natural. You're in sequence. You're in frequency of a higher power. It's deep. So anyway, you want to get there with your production. I don't want to go too far with it, but quality also affects price. Until you build a solid reputation and demand, like, you might find yourself negotiating your rate, but how much of a discount you give depends largely on the quality of your production. You don't want to be known for making cheap beats. You got to decide what you want to be known for and what kind of artist you want to work with. Man, that paragraph speaks mountains. You see a lot of producers online, all over the place, social media, whatever, selling like, I don't know, 50 beats for $20, or selling 100 beats for $50, or selling $1.99 beats, or 99 cents a beat. You know, you gotta kind of figure out what level you want to be on. You do that for 20 years, like, what do you really think you're gonna make? You know, you gotta kind of think of perfecting your craft, going at a higher level. I mean, every producer, oh man, my beats are dope. Man, his beats are whack. My beats are the best. Everybody says that. I mean, it is subjective. It's subjective. But music is hard to judge, but a real producer can listen and know that you're not at a certain level. A real artist doesn't even know why they don't like it, but they know that you're at a certain level when they feel it. You know, so think about how far you want to go with your craft, and think about your longevity in a career, because making 99 cents a beat for the rest of your life really isn't beneficial for you. You're working hard and you're not being compensated for it. But then you don't want to charge so much that you're not even at that level, you know? So for instance, let's say you're charging, I don't know, $2,000 exclusive, but you rarely sell any leases. You see what I'm saying? So you gotta think about, you know, what level you're on. Maybe you never sold exclusive ever and you're starting at 2,000. You gotta level up, you know, start maybe 300, 200, 500, whatever. It depends on platforms too. There's a lot of factors in it, but you gotta keep that in mind. I found that people don't mind paying for quality. When I first started, I charged $50 for beats. I moved up to $500. My $50 beats were cool, but my 500 beats were way better. Concentrate on quality, not quantity. You make more money and reduce your workload if you sell 3 outstanding beats for $5,000 each versus 10 mediocre beats for $1,000 each. Work hard, yes, but work even smarter. I'm all about working smarter. This is a lifetime long debate about quality over quantity. Obviously he's saying quality over quantity here, because you'll get a bigger payout or whatever. And it's hard to tell what quality is. Quality as a producer, it's yourself. You know, you look at a beat, I spent all these hours into it. I have all these plugins going, I got all these different sounds, but only you know that. And when an artist hears it, they might skip over that beat, the beat you spent forever with, and go to the beat where, you know, you did like in a half an hour or whatever with some mediocre sounds. Yo, that beat hard. Let me get that. You know what I'm saying? So quality isn't, I mean, it doesn't depend what you think as the creator. I'm a producer too. I know how it is, but sometimes the beat you spent the longest on, nobody hears it, nobody's feeling it, nobody's playing it. And that's where the argument comes. Like, making tons of beats, like quantity over quality, when you look at it that way, you have more options. You tend to see what people like. You tend to progress as a producer. I'm definitely leaning more towards quantity over quality. And I may have to disagree with Zaytoven with this one. But once you get at a certain level, it may shift quality over quantity, because that's when, you know, you're at a higher price point with your music. Fools are headstrong and do what they like. Wise people take advice. Proverbs 12:15. Yeah, come on. That's like the glass half full or glass half empty. When you think you know everything, you know nothing. When you're open to listen and feel you know nothing, then you're open to learn everything. I'm gonna just drop that gem on you. Hit that sub button, click the bell as well. Since that was dope, I had to just drop that one on you. But yeah, don't be so headstrong where you're not open to learning new things. And there's always, even masters learn new things. All the Grammy-winning platinum, they're human beings. They learn stuff every day from young guys, you know, new upcoming producers like myself and like you as well. You know, they learn from people that are in it, you know, because times change, music has changed, and they learn from younger producers. So anyway, questions. Whenever I get stuck, I start asking myself and others questions. I couldn't skip this alphabet without mentioning this. Asking the right questions at the right time can take you where you want to go. Jim Rohn said, the key to solving any problem could be found by asking yourself 3 questions. First, what could I do? Second, what could I read? And third, who could I ask? I learned early to never assume anything. It helps you to avoid drama and misunderstanding, which can cause a lot of problems in this industry, especially as an indie. If you don't understand something or need clarification, ask questions. Definitely ask questions. Before you settle on being a producer or anything in the entertainment industry, ask yourself what you're doing, why you're doing it, what you want to accomplish, and how will you go about achieving success. Ask yourself what you want your life to look like. Ask these questions prayerfully. Think deeply and don't move forward until you are satisfied with your answers. Contrary to popular belief, the only dumb question is the one never asked. So basically in that paragraph there, he's mentioning how to define where you want to go. Like, what do you want out of this music? Like, what do you want to do with your production? What kind of lifestyle you want? Do you want an easygoing lifestyle where you just, you know, you have a nice apartment, you make beats every day, you know, you got a loved one or whatever, and you just living a easygoing life, just making music every day? I mean, that's the dream right there. Or you want something more upscale where you got like Scott Storch back in the day. I don't know if he still has those cars, but he had like 30 exotics, you know, just insane amount of cars, big old mansion in Miami, I believe, and all kinds of jewelry and stuff like that. Like, is that the lifestyle you want? You know, I mean, everything comes with a price. So basically focus on what you want to accomplish in this particular industry as a producer. I'm just saying, always go the extra mile and treat every project you work on with the same standard of high quality, whether it's for an indie or a major label artist. Why? You are the boss, so whatever work goes out is a direct reflection on you. And also because integrity should be part of your producer character. You never know who will hear that mixtape beat. That could be the record that leads you to your dream client. Everything you do affects everything else you do. Also, what you don't know can't hurt you. Ask questions. What you don't know can hurt you. Ask questions. So definitely ask questions. If you had any questions about this video or anything I mentioned, put them in the comments. Also, you know, you got questions about sounds for producers, whatever, put them in the comments. But yeah, always aim for quality as a producer. I second that. But when you're starting out, I really think it's better to focus on quantity over quality. But as you put in a few years and get some more work, you know, it leans more towards quality. But you should always aim for quality as a producer. Like, make the best thing you can make immediately. Like when you're working on a beat every day, or every time you open your laptop or open your DAW, go ham with it. Take all the essence, all your spirit, and know that, and put all your energy into that beat. Make that beat crazy. What I like to do personally is like do what do you call it? Time slots. I give myself a certain time to finish a beat. I tend to make better beats that way. You might want to use that. But I also like to take my time when I make music too, so there's a contrast there. So that was chapter 17, questions and quality and questions, basically. They kind of tied it in together. So once again, that was from A to Z. Zaytoven, a producer based out of Atlanta, and with his certified hood company. I'm not sure if it's a label, but I think it's a company. But if I said anything that inspired you, anything at all, that, or you maybe laughed at something I said, I don't know. I'm trying to be sincere because I definitely want to give you value, and hopefully you're liking this series. So again, it's DJ Fanatic at soundsforproducers.com. Of course, we got them loop packs, sample packs in the bio. Make sure you cop those, and I appreciate you hanging out with me. So I'll check you out in the next video. Peace.